About the result tonight in terms of maybe being frustrated because it seemed like you just were missing the final product tonight, because especially in the first half, completely incisive, whether widthwise, centrally, you guys were really on the front foot.
Really disappointing result. The performance in both boxes just wasn't good enough. Like you say, we got to their box. We were decent out of possession in the first half. Stopped them from playing out. Regains for fun. Then have to be ruthless. Like, we go in at half time 1-0 down because we've not contested a header. But I should be going in at half time, to be honest with you, 3 or 4-1 up, because we regain the ball in those areas that we try to talk about every day in training, setting traps, landing on it correctly, and then we find ourselves 1-0 down, and then we're chasing the game. And the second goals are not, it's identical. It's just the lad jumps a little bit higher, wants it a little bit more, and that's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. And we have to be better. We can't be dropping these types of points at home. I'll take full responsibility for that. We had a great week of preparation. The boys were up for it. Crowd were brilliant. Like I say, we're getting to the final third at will, and then it's about, right, come on, put the ball in the back of the net. We've got talented players. So really disappointed the fact that we've only scored 1 and we've conceded 2 soft goals for the standards that we've set ourselves. And I'm not saying anything that's unrealistic. I'm saying what I've seen. And there's some good guys in there, so they're all great guys, and they expect a certain level, and we need to show that more.
At a certain level tonight, Andre Lewis really set the tone with that level tonight. He was exceptional. And even back in the second half, he was backtracking so far to the ball. But you talk about his performance tonight sort of in an all-around way?
Yeah, Andre's been really consistent in the first 3 games. Covers ground really well, and we've brought him in to give us some good legs and energy in the middle of the pitch, but also his creativity. And like you say, he was everywhere tonight. He was good, but I expect more from Andre. I expect more from our exciting players and our match winners. And look, one thing I can say, which is really important, it's a message to the fans, is when you go in that locker room, and I've just been in there and we spoke, they're hurting and they take it personally. But we want to be a playoff team, and we can't be dropping those types of points at home. We have to learn from it quickly and then reset and go again next week.
You talked about the week of preparation. You've had now when you include this match, you've had 3 wildly different matches. As a trainer of a group, like how do you sort of mentally keep them going through these things? You play well when you're a man down. You gain a valuable road point against a tough team, and then you come here and you have sort of a result you can call disappointing. Yeah. How do you, as a trainer, sort of reset them for next week?
Oh, to be honest with you, I think we've been really fortunate with the dynamic of our 3 games. I think we've been able to see a different face from the team in all 3 games. I think tonight was one where home opener, playing in front of the fans, can you deal with that pressure and that privilege of playing in front of 5,000? This is a brilliant atmosphere. And they need to deal with that, because that comes with its pressures as well. There'll be teams in our league who don't play in front of any supporters, so there's no pressure there, at home to deliver. But we've got great supporters, and like I say, the boys are hurting. It's about now how we respond. I felt like the response after the Pittsburgh loss was excellent. We went to Tampa and we followed a strict game plan, and the boys were faultless. We were disappointed that we didn't win that game. Tonight, created a lot of chances, lot of shots, but not enough shots on target. I felt like we definitely could have tested the goalkeeper a little bit more. We're an exciting team, but we've got to be tighter at the back, and we've got to be better in the final third and more ruthless, because I feel like if we get those 2 things right, we'll give anybody a game.
Does that ruthlessness come with, when you talk about that, is not settling for some of those long shots outside the box? There are a couple moments tonight where maybe one cut in and you're inside the box versus a long shot outside the box. Because it was basically a 50-50 breakdown on shots inside or outside the box, but there are a couple of those moments where you probably an inside the box shot might have generated a little bit more of a half chance.
Yeah, it's a balance, isn't it? It's decision making at the top level is the most important thing, and sometimes is it an extra pass? Sometimes is it one pass less, sometimes is it that touch inside the area, sometimes is it hit it early. And these boys are professionals and they're good enough to make those decisions. I think we were a little bit erratic tonight, and I'll look at that, and again I'll take full responsibility for that. We've got to be better in front of goal, and we will be better in front of goal. We're going to be a team that scores goals. We've just got to make sure that we're tight at the back and we don't concede like that. 2 balls into our box, crosses, players just out jumped. I think we're better than that, and we've got better players than what that shows, I feel.
Do you feel that, when you bring a player like Andre Lewis in, who's creative, can hold the ball with Danny, and now Danny seems to be able to, he's got wide, he was inside a bit in the second half. Are they meshing well to where you're building what you want to build with them on the field together?
Yeah, it's going to take time. I think, Barrera is so important to us wherever he is on the pitch. And yeah, he played on the side. We're giving Danny a little bit more room to rotate to the side and inside, and in the second half we'll just put him in as the 10 to try and pull the strings a little bit more for us. Chemistry takes time, but we need to hurry up. We're in the season now, so we're 3 games in. We need to hurry up. 3 games in, only 1 point. So I don't need to be reminded about the realities of it. I'm completely aware of. I think we need to liven up now, and we need to respond, and we need to go and get a good point next week or 3 away from home.
All right, cheers, Harry. Thank you.